exposure and comment on what's happening in the visuals.
Well, as you can see here in London, it is a lovely day, and as the hearse heads out into West London.
Naturally, with so many millions of people watching the coverage play out live, this freaky little clip went viral on Twitter. Thousands of retweets racked up as people were shocked by the eerie murmuring. Some people said it could be a co-host whispering, not realizing her mic was still on. But the words she whispers are truly bizarre. Some aren't buying this theory, saying it has to be some kind of EVP or electronic voice phenomena. Many paranormal experts believe that spirits and other entities can sometimes communicate via radio waves, delivering messages from the beyond, often in a fragmented or stilted way. They claim that EVPs can be heard as incomplete sentences, single words, or jumbled phrases. So far, no one's been able to fully explain this bizarre incident, and unless ITV explains what really happened, this eerie whispering will have to remain a mystery.
That death is irreversible, and the fact that she's...
As you can see...
This one was posted to our Slaptam subreddit by user MasterAllen73. It's nearly 4 AM and this resident and his girlfriend are fast asleep, when suddenly their home security system catches this in their bedroom. Take a look. Out of nowhere, the door closes, seemingly all on its own. The OP notes that the door even had a doorstop in place, so it's particularly odd that it moved in the first place. The uploader says that other strange things have happened around the home, but usually they try to dismiss it as something more rational. However, it's been happening so often lately that they're beginning to suspect something more mysterious might be afoot. They only moved in a little over 8 months ago, but over that time they've heard disembodied voices and creaking footsteps at all hours of the night. They even allegedly saw a candle in the bathroom move several feet, then smash on the floor. Some commenters suggested it might just be a breeze that made the door move. However, the OP thinks it's unlikely, as the house doesn't have central heating or cooling, plus the door had a doorstop in place. So could this house really be haunted? How do you explain the moving door? Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. This next bizarre piece of footage was brought to our attention by viewer David K. It's a viral clip that's been spreading around social media this past couple of months. This video shows what should be a joyous moment as this boyfriend proposes to his girlfriend. Everything seems to be going really well, until this happens. For some reason, the woman's mood switches and she suddenly becomes agitated and aggressive. She storms around the room yelling. Everyone looks startled and confused. Unfortunately, the clip ends abruptly and we don't get to see how this pans out. Some people have said it could just be a hoax and that it's all set up to generate a bit of social media buzz. But judging by the people's reactions in the background, they genuinely look frightened and confused by the woman's strange reaction. So what do you make of this? Why did this sweet moment suddenly turn so weird? Love to hear your theories on this one in the comments down below. This next wild piece of footage comes from a live stream on a recent SpaceX mission. The camera is rolling, overlooking a part of the craft, when suddenly it captures this in the background. An unidentified object flies by. If you zoom in, it looks to be spiraling as it flies by. Some commenters said it might just be space junk, but others aren't so sure. To deepen the mystery, another similar sighting has taken place on a separate SpaceX launch. This event happened in April 2021, shortly after the SpaceX Dragon and its crew took off. Take a look at what was caught on camera. Another mysterious object can be seen moving from right to left. The sighting took place as the Falcon 9 rocket separated from the rest of the Dragon. The unknown object narrowly misses both craft and passes right through the middle. Some experts studied the footage and suggested it could be a chunk of ice that formed from the liquid oxygen that releases from the rocket. However, there's been no official confirmation from NASA or SpaceX on what the object might have been. So for now, unless more info comes to hand, these two strange sightings will have to remain a complete mystery. Espectros de Medianoche is a popular paranormal Facebook page. They regularly investigate notorious and creepy locations around Mexico. In this clip, they search an old cemetery for signs of supernatural activity. Shortly into their investigation, they call out to see if any spirits might be present. A few seconds later, this happens. The gate appears to shake. Spurred on by this eerie activity, the investigator tries using the popular ghost hunting app GhostTube on his phone.
Mira, ¿ya ves? Mira. Sí, ya ves, aquí está, mira.
The app appears to detect something above the
¿Cómo te
grave.
llamas? Yo lo he visto, Claribín. Mira. Demuéstrame que estás aquí. Ahí está bailando, mira.
A short while later, as he tries to communicate with a possible spirit, more activity is caught on camera.
No agarra ya. Mira.
¿El candado?
Sí, el candado como hace.
The gate shakes for a second and third time.
Mira cómo hace, mira. Se levantó y se volvió a bajar, ¿viste?
The video then ends shortly thereafter. And while a lot of people think the GhostTube app is designed to detect things just for a bit of fun, it's a little harder to explain the shaking gate and padlock. There doesn't appear to be any string or wires manipulating it. So what do you think? Is this encounter genuine? Or is there another way to explain what's happening here? Watch the footage again and decide for yourself.
¿Cómo te llamas? Yo lo he visto, Claribín. Mira. Demuéstrame que estás aquí. Ahí está bailando, mira. Mira.
¿El candado?
Sí, el candado como hace.
Our last segment of the day comes from a TikToker who's been documenting some very strange activity inside of his apartment. Several of the clips have gone viral, prompting an ever-growing audience of followers to speculate on what's really going on. It all began when user Domatagian uploaded a short clip showing some very unusual banging inside of his home. Take a look.
I really don't think I'm ever going to be able to listen to it. Listen to that pedaling.
He opens the door, but there's nothing there.
I mean, this is my whole closet right here. It's my kitchen.
The OP says that the building was built back in 1932, and while he's normally a fairly level-headed sort of person, the continued activity has led him to speculate that the property might be haunted. Here's the same noise again, but during the day.
Or in the afternoon, just to prove that there's nothing there. Jesus.
This time he opens the front door to prove that there's no one outside of the apartment banging.
Just to prove.
He then opens the closet and, as before, there's no one there.
Jesus Christ.
Following these clips going viral, Domatagian started gaining followers who were keen on getting involved with the mystery. Before long, they started asking questions.
Nobody's ever been hurt. It's usually just the banging on the door. Do I 100% believe that it is something paranormal? Well, not 100%, but I'd like to try and disprove that it is something like a ghost first.
And while he's not ruling out something paranormal, he says he's quite skeptical and that he just wants to solve the mystery. Spurred on by his followers, the OP ran a live stream where he tried communicating with any alleged spirits that might be present.
Alright, let's try and get it on camera this time. Can you explain psychic? Can you tell me what psychic means?
Catherine.
You're a Catherine that's a psychic? If so...
Then when trying to communicate further, this happens.
Catherine! Would you like to tell us why...
Stop recording.
The app tells him to stop recording, and judging by the look in his eyes, he's quite terrified by the response. This is an ongoing saga over on TikTok, and there's a lot more we weren't able to cover here, so I highly recommend you head over and watch the events play out. As always, I'll put a link in the description box down below.
In the afternoon, just to prove that there's nothing there. Jesus Christ.
While a pleasant stroll in the woods can be a nice way to spend the day, once the sun goes down, it can be a completely different story. Take a look at this image captured on Redditor Ray the Master's friend's trail camera. Although some viewers have suggested that the ghostly shape could simply be a regular person, there's certainly something otherworldly about it. The cam, which has a motion detector, snaps photos every 3 seconds when the sensor is triggered. It took several consecutive photos, but only one reveals this translucent foggy figure. If someone had been walking by, then surely they would have shown up in more than one of the images. Also, the poster says that the cameras captured images of their friend checking the traps at night before. In those photos, the figure is obviously human. It's not foggy, cloudy, or white like the figure in this photo. Several viewers thought that the figure looked like a Civil War drummer. It appears to be wearing a distinctive hat and carrying a drum. If you spotted something like this on your property, would you investigate further or think twice about heading into the woods alone? Old houses are often favourites of paranormal explorers. With their long histories, it's likely that they hold some sort of mystery. This video, which was posted to the YouTube channel Paranoiacs, is seriously unnerving, and it might make you question whether the investigator is brave or maybe a little crazy. The footage begins as the investigator approaches the rundown property at night. He performs a sweep at the front of the building, and it isn't long before he catches something chilling on camera. Take a look. At first, it might be hard to notice, but if you look closely, you can see that there appears to be a figure peering out of the upstairs window. However, this doesn't stop him from entering the building.
Hello?
Not long after stepping foot inside the building, a loud crash sends him running. This is when he spots the dark figure in the window for a second time.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello?
Despite this, the investigator decides to enter the house once more. As he continues his investigation, another loud sound can be heard. Then, as he turns back, he notices that 2 large pieces of wood have moved into the doorway. Still, he ventures up the stairs to the attic. Here he finds a door. However, when he opens it, you can see that it actually leads nowhere. It's as if it's been purposefully sealed. Suddenly, it begins to move. This seems to be about all the investigator can take, and he races down the stairs. At this point, it is a little hard to tell what's actually happening, but it seems as though the investigator is being chased from the property. Unfortunately, once he leaves the house, the footage abruptly ends and we're left wondering what actually happened. When it comes to the paranormal, orbs are a topic of hot debate. While some believe that they're ghostly manifestations, others think they're simply dust particles or insects flying near the camera's lens. No matter your stance, this next video will likely have both parties scratching their heads for answers. Take a look. The clip appears to be an excerpt of security footage. It was posted to Reddit by Izzy Does It 1031. However, the description notes that it was actually captured by one Vanessa M of Massachusetts. At first, the dancing orb could easily be explained away as a flying insect or dust particle. But as you continue to watch, you can see that it actually appears to be something else. At one point, it hovers over a rabbit sitting on the ground. Watch what happens. A beam of light seems to emanate from the orb. It shines down on the animal, which soon scampers away. Then the orb moves to the left. Looks like it's heading towards a second rabbit. However, as the orb gets closer, it too hops away. So could it be a drone or some sort of mysterious alien technology, as many viewers have suggested? Let me know what you think this could be in the comments down below. This next clip is brief, yet it'll likely linger in your mind for some time. It was posted to the Slaptam community Facebook page by Jason Metcalf with a caption that reveals a rather chilling backstory. In the video, which was captured by an indoor security camera, you can clearly see a shadowy figure as it moves from left to right. It looks tall and appears to have hunched shoulders. According to the poster, the footage was recorded shortly after they heard a noise in the living room. As his wife's parents were staying with them at the time, the poster initially thought that it was just them coming home. However, when he went to check on the situation in person, there was no one around. He then headed back to bed, and that's when he received a notification that the camera had detected some suspicious activity. The poster showed the clip to several people. Some thought that there might have been an intruder in the house, while others suggested that it looked like a shadow figure. The poster also showed it to his 3-year-old daughter. She took one look at the recording and knew exactly who it was. "That's my pawpaw," she exclaimed. In 2019, the poster's grandfather passed away in this very house. Since then, he's allegedly heard the little girl having several conversations with their deceased relative. So could it be that the camera picked up the ghost of the poster's grandfather? Or is there another way to explain this rather unnerving figure? Let us know down below. Tynemouth Priory and Castle dominate a cliff overlooking the River Tyne and the North Sea in the UK. With this area's long and violent history, it's not surprising that one might think they see a ghostly visitor in the area. User Dat Funky Music Boy posted these images to Reddit, which their friend took while visiting the castle's graveyard. Take a look at the pictures side by side and see if you can spot anything out of the ordinary. According to the uploader, the images were captured in quick succession. However, in one, there appears to be an extra person standing on the hill in the distance. It looks like a lady dressed in period clothing. She appears to have a wide-brimmed hat and is possibly holding a bag of some description. While the figure does have a ghostly quality about her, one viewer decided to do some detective work and came up with a rather convincing theory. They looked up the location on Google Maps and discovered that the area where the lady is standing is actually different to where the other people are. The photo might have been taken in such a way that makes both areas appear level. Despite this, the woman's attire does seem out of place, and a close-up seems to reveal that the figure has a mysterious glow. We'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. Are these images simply a trick of perspective, or is the figure really something paranormal? Let me know what you think down below. Most people shudder at the thought of someone watching them through their window as they go about their daily routine. If you don't have curtains, anyone can hide outside and see you without being noticed. At a glance, these images posted to Reddit by Enough Construction 54 look completely normal. However, if you take a look at the window, you can see something rather odd. Originally captured by the poster's cousin, the photos seem to show the silhouette of a rather small figure peering inside. The shape doesn't resemble an animal either, but rather has a distinctly humanoid form. The poster says that they have no idea what the strange shadow could be. They posted the photos to Reddit hoping for some answers. Some commenters said it almost looks like an alien peering in through the window, while others said without more information this could be anything. So what do you think? The poster certainly thinks it's something strange, but is it really? Let me know your theories down below. Our last video of the day was posted to the Facebook group Bigfoot Sightings, and while it doesn't actually show a sighting of the elusive cryptid, it does provide audio on what one might sound like. Take a listen. The clip was captured in an unknown location by someone that appears to be in a small boat. Immediately, you can hear a loud growling sound echoing through the trees. The video continues as the calls of several other animals can be heard before the unnerving noises begin once more. This time they sound more like a grunt. While it's unclear exactly what's making the noises, they certainly sound rather ominous. So what do you think it could be? Is it really the call of a Bigfoot? Or are these noises coming from some other animal? Let me know what you think down below.
I'm still hearing voices.
2 years ago, Reddit user QuimboSlice20 shared a series of videos that left the online community spooked. The user claimed to have captured evidence of paranormal activity in their aunt's house in rural Iowa, a place they had long believed to be haunted. The user shared that the house was built back in the 1860s. During a visit, they were awakened by voices at 2:30 AM. Creeped out, they began filming on their phone.
I'm still hearing voices. Jesus Christ.
Then the camera picks up what sounds like whispering. Finally, an eerie knocking sound can be heard emanating from the closet. Additionally, orbs, often associated with spiritual presences, can be seen moving in almost all of the clips.
You're knocking again.
The intensity of the event eventually forced the user to sleep in their car. The user expressed relief at finally having some proof to share, acknowledging that others might be skeptical. So, is this old house in Iowa really haunted? Love to hear your take on this one in the comments down below.
Oh my god.
TikTok user CuriousAlien7 has recently shared a terrifying video of a paranormal investigator engaging with a Ouija board. The session starts off with the investigator asking if they're communicating with the devil, and the situation quickly deteriorates from there.
Am I dealing or am I speaking with the devil right now through this Ouija board? Oh my god. There's actually handprints on the ceiling there, coming through.
Audible noises can be heard, and the investigator claims to see handprints appearing on the room's ceiling.
Oh my god. There's actually handprints on the ceiling there, coming through.
The investigator then becomes noticeably distressed and frightened.
Wow. Right guys, I'm absolutely crapping myself right now.
To add to the unsettling scene, her nose starts to bleed.
Who am I communicating? I'm losing my. Who am I communicating with through this board? My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my god.
Then, towards the end of the video, this happens.
I know I've got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now. The board is moving. Oh my god, right, that's it, I'm done, I'm off. I'm sorry guys.
The video has sparked a renewed interest in the history of the Ouija board and its sinister connotations. The Ouija board, also known as a spirit board or talking board, has its origins in the 19th century American spiritualism movement. While it was initially introduced as a parlor game, the Ouija board quickly gained a reputation for being a tool to communicate with the spirit world. Over the years, it's been surrounded by controversy and has been associated with numerous sinister events and supernatural phenomena. Many religious groups and paranormal investigators caution against using Ouija boards, warning that they may open a portal to malevolent entities and have harmful psychological effects. While skeptics may attribute the events captured in this video to natural phenomena or human manipulation, believers in the paranormal may see it as further evidence of the dangers associated with using Ouija boards. Whether viewed as a sinister tool or a harmless game, the Ouija board continues to captivate the imagination and spark debates on the nature of the supernatural world.
Bleeding right now. Oh my god. A demon, it's trying to... I know I've got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now. The board is moving. Oh my god, right, that's it, I'm done, I'm off. I'm sorry guys.
A recent video uploaded to TikTok by user Frank VM Ditchwa 2022 has been making waves across the internet this past week. The clip appears to show an enormous dust devil or tornado. However, what's caused the video to go viral is the presence of a dark shape rising up in the middle of the tornado, which bizarrely also seems to be getting sucked up into the sun. This curious sighting has sparked cries of witchcraft from the online community, with many asserting that this phenomenon seems to be much more than a simple dust devil. Speculations are rampant, but so far no one's been able to conclusively identify the dark shape rising up through the tornado. As of now, the clip remains a complete mystery. Theories abound, ranging from the scientifically plausible to the outright fantastical. Some suggest that the dark shape could be debris or a group of birds caught in the wind. Others, however, incline to believe in a more supernatural explanation, pointing to local folklore and legends associated with witchcraft and otherworldly forces. While experts are yet to weigh in on this phenomenon, the video continues to captivate viewers worldwide. A recent strange event left a group of hikers baffled as they spotted a transparent 4-foot-tall figure walking by the Pilcomayo River in Tarija, Bolivia, an area notorious for being plagued by interdimensional portals, according to locals. The creature, photographed and later shared online, was described as a grey being with unusually long limbs and a strange way of walking. Oddly, the entity didn't seem to have a reflection in the water beside which it was walking. The photograph, which quickly went viral as the alien from Tarija, is currently under scrutiny by UFO experts, including well-known ufologist Javier Carlos Cordero. Cordero noted the creature's resemblance to a grey being, categorized by its long limbs, but emphasized the need to verify the image's authenticity. The online community is also divided on whether the photograph is real or a product of digital manipulation. To settle the debate, Cordero suggested employing artificial intelligence to definitively determine the photograph's genuineness. The sighting has reignited interest in the region's alleged ties to extraterrestrial activities. Cordero mentioned that Tarija appears to have a unique connection to such activities, reinforcing the idea that there might be more at play in the region. The abundance of minerals and the purported presence of interdimensional portals in the area could be interconnected. This is not the first time Tarija has been linked to extraterrestrial phenomena. In May 1978, a large number of people near the Bolivian-Argentine border reported witnessing a spaceship crash in Macoya, an event that some consider to be South America's most credible UFO crash incident. The US military also showed interest in the cylindrical object that crashed into the mountainside. Bolivian military personnel present at the scene, including Corporal Natalio Farfan Ruiz, were reportedly terrified, with some fearing the end of the world was imminent. Additionally, people located over 100 miles away claimed to have heard an explosion resembling a sonic boom. The recent alien sighting near the Pilcomayo River has sparked a wave of discussions and theories about extraterrestrial life and interdimensional portals in the region. While the photograph's authenticity is yet to be verified, the incident has certainly piqued the interest of both UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. As investigations continue, many are left wondering whether this sighting will become another unsolved mystery, or if it will provide insights into Tarija's mysterious history and its relationship with the unknown.
People are saying, oh, how do you know?
Instagram user Paranoid Normal has uploaded another terrifying piece of footage. The clip shows a homeowner getting ready to move out of a house which they suspect has been haunted for some time. In the footage, the homeowner, who believes that the spirit in his house responds to whistling, performs a test to demonstrate the entity's presence. To further confirm the phenomenon, he places the camera on a table and whistles once again. He then walks into the room to show that there's no one in there.
You guys, if you don't believe me, there's nobody in here.
However, when he returns to the kitchen, he finds this.
Seriously. Holy you guys, seriously, you guys asked for it.
All the cabinets are now open.
Seriously. Holy you guys, seriously, you guys asked for it.
The mysterious events captured in the video have sparked a debate on whether the house is genuinely haunted. The fact that the homeowner is moving out due to the alleged paranormal activities lends credence to the incident. Whether or not this is definitive proof of a haunting remains up for debate, but it certainly adds to the growing collection of mysterious and unexplained phenomena captured on camera.
Seriously. Holy you guys, seriously, you guys have asked for it.
Argentinian actress and singer Yamina Barón recently startled her Instagram followers by posting a snippet of her home security footage that appears to capture something rather eerie. In the video, Yamina is sitting at her table when suddenly something seems to frighten her. She explained that it felt like something touched her shoulder, prompting her to review her home security footage. What she found was terrifying. When the footage is slowed down, it appears to show a tiny hand reaching up and touching her on the shoulder. The clip quickly went viral, with viewers speculating on the nature of the strange apparition. Many were baffled by the sudden appearance of the mysterious hand, and theories ranged from a trick of the light to genuine paranormal activity. The strange occurrence has left Yamina and her followers perplexed and unnerved. Whether or not this is definitive proof of the paranormal remains up for debate, but it certainly has piqued the curiosity and imagination of many. A woman from East Sussex, UK has experienced a series of mysterious and unfortunate events after purchasing a seemingly cursed painting from a charity shop. The painting, bought for £20 from the Hastings Advice Representation Centre in St Leonards-on-Sea, depicted a young girl in a red dress and had been previously returned by another buyer who claimed it ruined her life. This prompted the charity shop manager to add a possibly cursed warning on the item. The woman, Zoe Elliott Brown, bought the portrait after her mother, Jane, became transfixed by it and urged her to make the purchase. After bringing the painting home, the family's dog immediately started growling and avoided the artwork. Shortly after, Jane began experiencing health issues such as hot flushes, shakiness, and feeling extremely cold, despite wearing 4 layers of clothing. She also became unusually protective of the painting, continuously staring at it and even polishing it when it didn't need cleaning. While Jane believed her illnesses were unrelated to the painting, Zoe was convinced that the portrait was the cause of her mother's declining health. Zoe eventually decided to keep the painting in a box filled with sage in an attempt to cleanse it of its negative energy. Things took a turn for the worse when Zoe and her partner Ben encountered a large black figure during a walk to watch a lightning storm. The couple fled in terror as the figure seemed to chase them. Although Zoe didn't initially connect the incident to the painting, she later suspected that it might be related. Determined to rid her family of the curse, Zoe returned the painting to the charity shop, only to discover a screw in her new car tires upon arrival. Despite warning the shop manager to be cautious about selling the painting again, Zoe eventually felt compelled to take the artwork back to her home, fearing that someone else might mishandle it. Zoe now hopes to find someone knowledgeable about the supernatural who can properly deal with the painting and its potential curse. In the meantime, she sealed the painting up in a box with some sage, hoping it will cleanse the artwork and her mother's home of any negative energy. A security camera in a popular shopping mall in China has captured something eerie happening late at night, and many are calling it the work of a ghost. In June 2020, employees of the Chengdu Star City shopping mall came in to open for the morning when they discovered a pram had somehow moved its way to the middle of the room. At first, they suspected it may have been a burglar, so they checked the security feed to see what had happened. What they saw left them shocked. Take a look. It's late at night, long after all employees and customers have gone home, yet somehow the stroller wheels its way across the room. Toward the end of the clip, you can see the doll inside of the pram begin to move as well. Viewers have even noted that there appears to be some orbs flying around the room. But admittedly, this could just be dust in front of the camera's lens. Chinese folklore is filled with tales and beliefs about ghosts. In Chinese culture, ghosts are seen as the spirits of those who have not been properly laid to rest or have suffered injustice in life. These ghosts are often portrayed as dangerous and malevolent beings that can cause harm to the living. There are various types of ghosts in Chinese folklore, such as the hungry ghost, which is the spirit of a person who died without descendants to offer sacrifices. Then there's the vengeful ghost, which is the spirit of a person who died with unresolved grievances. To prevent harm from these ghosts, Chinese culture has many rituals and practices. One such practice is the Ghost Festival, which is held during the 7th lunar month. During this time, it's believed that the gates of the afterlife have opened up, allowing ghosts to roam the earth. People make offerings such as food and paper money to appease the ghosts and prevent them from causing harm. So has the Star City security camera really captured a ghost, or is it all just a hoax?